full of adventure and endless possibilities, without the bounds of physics or any circumstances. Sounds dreamy, doesn't it? Well, friends, that's what I call a dream. Dreams can be positive or negative. Dreams can be small or big. Everyone can dream. Some people even remember their dreams. But what's most important to note is that each and every one of us can dream, no matter our state of life or circumstances. I too had a dream so glamorous, a dream full of flashlights, a dream that made me feel confident, a dream that was driven by my passion, a dream to empower. But it took me some time to realize it, so let's recap a little from my life. Most of my life was pretty much conventional. I was from a time where everyone around me was taking up conventional career fields. They were studying to be engineers, doctors, MBAs, and unconventional career paths were not a part of our dictionary back then. So I too gave in. I took up engineering, studying engineering. Actually, let me tell you, struggling during my engineering, I realized I neither had the drive nor the passion for the field. As my curriculum grew, so did my lack of interest in the field. I started dreaming to be better. I started taking up assignments on the side. I took up a styling assignment. Now I was styling women to look better, shop better, and be more confident in their skin. I realized I have a keen eye for it. Not only that, I was actually pretty good at it. And I was enjoying myself doing it, so I wanted to give it another shot. Little did I know I had given wings to my own dreams. We often hear this phrase. It all started with a dream. Imagine living it, better yet, loving it. But it's not like this happened for me overnight. Where I stand today, someone in social media as an influencer, this all took its own course of time. So post my engineering, and for all you students, I finished my engineering. Post my engineering, I went ahead and did a master's in a field that I was more inclined towards. An MBA in luxury brand management from a school in France. It was an amazing experience where I got to see brands firsthand in literally France, where the luxury brands are born. I saw them from sides of marketing, merchandising, consulting, retail, and I was having a great time. I knew I was somewhere on my path, but I did not get that breakthrough. My greatest realization right now was, the only dreams that come true are the ones you chase, and if you don't, you get nothing. So now from styling, working with different fashion houses across the globe, both in Europe and Asia as internships, before I knew it, I was a fashion influencer. Not only did I have a ton of self-doubt and insecurities to deal with. You know, when you're a fashion influencer, the first thing that came to my mind is I have to face the camera every day. Do I really look like a supermodel? Am I tall? Am I skinny? Do I have that great hair, great skin? I was extremely insecure, let me tell you. But that's what dreams are, right? They give you wings to fly. And this got even more exciting for me because now I found a career path that had the perfect mix of passion, creativity, business strategy, entrepreneurship, freedom. More importantly, it allowed me to dream big. Call it optimism, but now I was dreaming of working with the biggest Indian fashion houses. I wanted to attend their shows. I wanted to sit front row and attend their shows. And for people who are trying to get their space in fashion have to know that it takes some time to set up relationships with PR and media. But around 2018, I was not only getting invites to some of the biggest Indian fashion houses, events and shows, they were also dressing me up and I was sitting front row. Now this started getting even more interesting because I wanted to challenge these dreams. I wanted to broaden my horizons. Big fashion houses, Indian fashion houses made me feel really good about my job. But I had my eyes on global brands. I wanted to work with the global iconic brands. I also had my eyes on Paris and Milan, the fashion capitals of the world. So here I am, 7 years in influencer. I've represented myself at Milan and Paris fashion weeks. I've worked with some of the biggest Indian fashion houses, represented them, been dressed by them, worked closely with them, names like Manish Malhotra, Abujani, Sandeep Khosla, Suneet Verma, and I could go on. I have also had the pleasure of working with some of the biggest global iconic brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, Hermes, and so many that have made their mark in the Indian market today. It's been a long, fulfilling journey, full of ups and downs, let me tell you, full of ups and downs, but it's made me feel so happy. And to top it up, today I'm speaking at TEDx. I would be lying if I said all I was doing was dreaming, because dreams are just ideas, right? Without implementation, they're literally nothing. And in my case, it did not come that easy. I mentioned to you guys, I had my insecurities. It also took me a long while to get used to things. I was not used to the long shoot hours. I was also not used to being dressed up all the time, to looking the part, to having the right connections with the people, being at the right place at the right time. It was a whole new era I was dealing with, added to that motherhood. But surprisingly, what I used to see as defects in me, brands started seeing them as my superpowers. Brands now wanted to work with me because of the way I looked, because of my body, my skin color, my height, because it helped them connect with their consumers a lot better. And let me tell you, these are some global beauty brands. It made me feel empowered. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to empower all those young girls and let them know that they do not need to look like supermodels to be confident in their own skin. And they can be beautiful no matter what. As an influencer, you get to be a part of the brand story. You bring brands closer to their consumers. You're a digital content creator, and it's a very empowering experience to be able to tell the brand story to their consumers. It also comes with a huge responsibility, and this is what started creeping into me. I now felt a sense of purpose with my job. My dream was now paying dividends. So here's my dream. To walk this path of passion and turn it into my purpose. Empower all of those who believe in me. Empower my community and empower those brands who lay their trust in me. Especially all those small homegrown brands and their artisans. I've realized with what I do, I give them a platform to connect, grow and thrive in this overconsumed, let me repeat it, society. Have I stopped dreaming? Never. In fact, only bigger. But I've had a couple of realizations along the way, and I'd love to share them with you. Don't be afraid to dream. Most importantly, dream big. What you may see as your flaws, brands may see as your superpowers. Actually, others may see as your superpowers. Choose your passion, because nothing in life comes easy, but when you're passionate, you'll do it with a smile no matter what. And tough times make tough people, because diamonds are only formed under pressure, and we also heard that from the previous TED Talk. This is just the beginning of my journey, but if I can dream, so can you. Thank you.